have been involved with this strike for the last 6 months. See, it's very sad and unfortunate, but not. I'll say I'm not surprised about what events have unfolded in the field. So every year it's part of the curriculum of FTI students, and usually the books, gives us accommodation, gives us the fare and everything. But this year they refused to do that. They cancelled, many of the students' passes, and not just students, even independent filmmakers like us. When we applied, our registration was cancelled. It was rejected for IFFI. Finally, only 32 students were accepted as delegates, and even then, out of those 17 had to report to the police every day in Pune. So that means they can't make it. Then one of the students who was applied as volunteer in the film bazaar, his name is Raghavendra. He was denied because they said FTI is threat to IFFI. After that, I and Shubham, during the inauguration ceremony, we were present inside the stadium. There was talks, constant talks. We didn't disrupt anyone. What we felt was the government is creating this facade of celebrating culture and cinema, and IFFI is all about showing films which may not be commercially viable, but those ask unsettling and deep questions about society. This is what the film festival is usually all about. But we felt there was silence. Everybody was talking, but there was a silence where nobody was speaking of what's happening in India over the last 18 months. And it was important that government can't have this impression that no, we are all for culture, while effectively killing each and every institute which produces culture. Appointing people like Prahlad Nilani, appointing people like Nagen Chauhan, who are nothing to do with the field of culture. They are not writers, they are not intellectuals, they are not filmmakers, but they are just stooges of the government. So basically, government is trying to kill all these institutes, but creating this facade that look, we are celebrating IFFI with all this tamasha going on. We felt that it was important to raise this question. We felt it was important to remind to the delegate, to the international filmmakers, that see what this government is doing. That is why, after everything was finished, two of us, I along with another friend Shubham, we stood up. We said what you are doing is wrong. We said that you need to we need to talk about these appointments, and you need to answer our questions. The valid questions which us as filmmakers and students of FTI are raising over a period of last 6 months. After that, there was pandemonium. We were ruffled up. Shubham was punched and all of that. We were taken to the police custody. We were not allowed to talk to our friend for almost 5.5 hours, and then completely baseless and false charges were put on us. It happened in the presence of the media. We did not assault anyone. Yet one of the gravest charges is assaulting a police officer on duty. It's completely false charges. Then there is a charge of conspiring against the state. And we were put inside the custody. On the top of that, the IND State Minister Rajbhajan Rathore said that we are maligning the image of India. Are we the ones who are maligning the image of India? I believe that we are preserving the ethos of India, which is about questioning, which is about democracy, and which is about having a secular society. So in fact, we were the ones who were standing up for India, and they are the ones who is maligning the image of India by showing such threats, by muzzling such voices of dissent. And the funny thing is, even though there was media reports, even though there was a backlash on social media and in other places, yet the government has not stopped. It has continued to do it. Very next day, one student was stopped was just wearing an FTI t-shirt. Now I ask this question, that how is this government different from a mob who attacked a person from eating a food in Dadri? This government is doing the same. You can be put into preventive custody for just wearing a t-shirt.
Have you tried have you tried to watch a film?
No, we have been.
Some of you did, right?
Yeah. So around 8 students, who had valid registration passes, they entered the venue, and then they were going in. They were questioned by the police on discovering that they are from FTII. Their registration was cancelled. The 8 of them, they were about to take them into police custody, but more people joined in and they started opposing it. So finally, they allowed them, but they noted the number, and within an hour, they get a mail from the festival authorities saying that your registration passes have been cancelled.
Okay.
So these are young filmmakers, who interact with filmmakers, who are the future filmmakers of the country. If the government is behaving like that with them, it's horrendous. But I am not surprised. I will say I am not surprised, because this is what the government is doing in the country.
And how does it feel when a democratic protest is being muzzled one after the other?
It's sad. What is the meaning of festival? Does a festival happen by applying section 144, where more than 5 people can't gather? You know, do you think this is how people will talk about cinema? You know, this is, you know, the festival happened with surrounded by policemen who have guns in their hand. This is the spirit of the festival. You know, but this is what we should expect from this government. And through media, we are appealing to filmmakers. We are appealing to all the artists that it's their duty. It is their function to question it, to ask these questions and seek these answers. And we hope that more filmmakers will join us. Already Saeed sir and others who have been our mentors, they are present over there. And we hope the larger artist community will respond.